Okay, moving right along, we're going to do step 4 now of Lab 1 of cis192, and we're going to use the Ubuntu VM for this step. Let me find the Ubuntu VM here. Here we go. And it's already got the screensaver up, so I need to re-enter the password. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to see if we can ping google.com. Now, the Ubuntu VMs are configured to go ahead and use DHCP as soon as they boot up. So they should already have network connection information already configured. And sure enough, let's see, is it going to do it? It resolved the name. Can we ping it? And it's pinging. 1 ping, 2 pings, 3 pings. Let's Control C out of it. If you do, just FYI, if you want to only ping it a certain number of times, you can add minus a count and then a number like C3 will ping Google 3 times. 1. Oh, so slow. 2, 3. Okay. If you don't like it, Control C, you can always use that little count option. All right, so we're going to determine our network information here. We're going to use ifconfig ETH0 to see how the first interface is configured, and it's got an IP address of 172.30.4.150. Okay, let's look at the default gateway. So we'll look at the routing table here. And the routing table shows us that for the default destination 0.0.0.0, the gateway to use, this is the default gateway, would be 172.30.4.1. And our last step is to look at the DNS server. So we do that with a cat/etc resolve.conf. Okay, and it is the same 2 servers as our CentOS VM. So all we do for this step is record this information in our lab01 file. Let's bring up Opus here. Move things around here a little bit so we can see. Okay. Let's edit that lab01 file and go to step 4. Go to insert mode. The IP address was 172.30.4.150. We got that from the ifconfig command. The gateway we got from the route-n command. That's going to be 172.30.4.1. And remember, we'll get more into this later, but a gateway is a router which lets you send IP packets out to other networks. So routers are routing from one network to another, and you depend on them to get your packets sent to where you want them to go to. So in this case, if we want to send anything out, like to google.com, we're going to have to send that out via our gateway router. And our DNS servers were 192.168.0.8 and 10.240.1.2. Just check that, make sure it's right. Okay, let's do escape, :WQ, write it out. We'll cat it, make sure we got it. Now we've got IP information for our CentOS VM and for our Ubuntu VM. So that completes step 4.